Are you done with the homework?
NANI?!
Hey son, are you okay? You've been failing all your subjects. You failed again in your math test. I can give you tutorials or any help.
How do you quit video game addiction? First of all, the most important word in video game addiction is addiction. What does addiction mean? Addiction is the physical or mental dependency on a substance. In this case, it's video games. And honestly, it doesn't matter if you're addicted to video games, sex, porn, alcohol, food, drugs, even watching Netflix. All these addictions are kind of the same thing. We are addicted, we're dependent on these things, we're dependent on playing video games, and we're stuck in this area because we don't want to face a certain something in our lives. We don't want to feel the pain of having to think about what's the next step in my life. I don't want to study for this exam. I don't want to face my problems. I don't want to think about, what is the purpose of my life. And that is why we are dependent on video games as a means of escape, so we don't have to think about these things. Well, F-Man, I want you to know that so many people, I believe everyone who's addicted to video games has the same exact problems that you do. How you get over video game addiction is by taking control of your life. If we take control of our lives, then we just regain that possession and we dictate, yes, I'm gonna allow myself to play video games, 2 hours max, cool, and then I'm gonna move on. But if we let our addiction take control of our life, then there goes our life. I remember when I tried to quit video games I feel like it was just a few weeks ago. I remember thinking, okay, dude, Richard, stop playing, first of all. Step number 1, uninstall the game, because I know playing it's not gonna help me think or give me the opportunity to think about it. So I uninstalled the game. Step number 2 was just let myself feel my emotions. Let myself feel all the pain, all the whatever, depression, just anxiety, whatever it is, of just being confused and lost with my life. Step number 3 was ask yourself, have you had enough of this? Do you want to keep living your life like this, or do you want to move on? I realized in step number 3 that I'm like, dude, no, I want to move on. I'm done with this. Step number 4 is commitment. Okay, you know what? If I'm done with this, I need to commit to something.
Bro, let's go eat outside. Okay, sure, let's do this.
That's it for this episode, guys. I hope you learned something. Don't forget that video games has a lot of negative effects on our mental health,
social life, and education. And don't forget to like, share, and click the subscribe button. And follow us on YouTube. MaamTresLangPo.
Yeah!